What is this? The room is a mess!
I'm sorry, sir. The rain won't stop.
Excuses, clean it up now!
Yes, sir. Right away.
In the quiet estate of Greenview, Lagos, stood a tall, cream-colored duplex that everyone admired, but few truly understood. It belonged to Chief Adekunle Martins, a wealthy businessman known for his sharp suits, sharp tongue, and a heart people believed had turned to stone with money. Inside that big house worked Zainab, a young village girl from Kogi State. She was barely 22, small in size, soft-spoken, and always dressed in simple, faded gowns. Many saw her as just the maid, the girl who cleaned floors, cooked meals, and disappeared into the background. But Zainab carried something money could not buy: quiet strength, a life of silence. Every morning by 5 a.m., Zainab was already awake. She swept the compound while the city still slept. She washed clothes with her hands while others scrolled their phones. She cooked meals she rarely tasted. Chief Martins never greeted her. To him, workers were tools, useful, replaceable, voiceless. "Zainab," he would shout from his room, "where's my tea? Why is this house always dusty? Do I pay you to be slow?" She always answered with the same words: "Sorry, sir." Not because she was wrong, but because hunger had taught her humility. At night, when the house was quiet, Zainab would sit on her thin mattress and whisper prayers for her sick mother back in the village, the reason she took the job in the first place. One rainy afternoon, Chief Martins returned home unusually angry. A big business deal had collapsed, millions gone, pride wounded. He stormed into the living room. Zainab was mopping. "Who asked you to clean now?" he barked. "I don't want to smell detergent." She tried to explain softly, but before she finished, the mop slipped, spilling water near his feet. That was it. He shouted. He insulted her background. He reminded her she was nothing without this job. Tears filled Zainab's eyes, but they didn't fall. That night, something broke inside her, and something stronger was born. The hidden gift. What Chief Martins didn't know was this: before poverty chased her to the city, Zainab was one of the brightest students in her village. Her late father, a retired teacher, taught her to read books beyond her age: finance, ethics, even business principles. She listened when people talked. She observed how the boss ran his company on phone calls. She noticed the mistakes he made, but never spoke. Because in Africa, a poor person's wisdom is often ignored. The crisis. 2 weeks later, disaster struck. Chief Martins collapsed at home, rushed to the hospital, high blood pressure, stress, near stroke. The house went quiet, bills piled, business partners stopped calling. For the first time, the mighty man was helpless. Zainab cooked his meals, reminded him to take drugs, sat quietly beside him in silence. One evening, he broke down. "I built everything, yet I may lose it all," he whispered. Zainab hesitated, then spoke. "Sir, may I say something?" He looked at her, really looked, for the first time. She gently explained a mistake he had been repeating in his business: trusting wrong partners, ignoring small losses until they became disasters. She spoke calmly, wisely, respectfully. Chief Martins was shocked. "Who taught you this?" he asked. "My father, sir, and life." From that day, things changed. He started asking questions. She gave suggestions. They worked as human beings, not master and servant. When Chief Martins recovered, he restructured his business, using some of Zainab's ideas. Profits slowly returned. One morning, he called her into the sitting room. "Zainab," he said, "I have been rich, but poor in character. You served me when I didn't deserve it." He handed her an envelope. Inside was money enough to send her mother to the hospital and start a small business. "I am also enrolling you in school," he added. "Education should not die because of poverty." Zainab cried, not tears of pain, but of victory. Years later, people would say, Chief Martin's changed. But the truth was deeper. A maid taught a boss humility. A poor girl reminded a rich man of humanity. And his silence proved louder than pride. Because in Africa, greatness is not always loud. Sometimes it is sweeping the floor quietly while carrying wisdom in the heart.